I kind of wonder what you think about this. You know, I've described to you why this culture war nonsense is so popular at the moment. Attempts to rebrand anti-racism as being woke, or to pretend that taking a knee at the football, a tradition which dates back to Martin Luther King, actually somehow entails people like Harry Kane and Raheem Sterling wanting to defund the police and see the means of production taken over by the workers. I mean, nobody honest still pretends that or thinks that, and nobody honest is under any illusions whatsoever about why people who boo are booing. But of course, it's no longer confined to excitable callers to radio phone-ins. You'll have Conservative MPs who will also come out against booing. But one of them yesterday, it's one of those things where you triple check, and then you wake up the next morning and you think, what am I going to do on the show today? And you think, what about that fella? And you think, no, mate, you must have imagined it. You must have been hitting the Tio Pepe a bit hard last night. There's no way that actually happened. And then you look it up, and it really did happen. It really is the case that a Conservative MP compared taking a knee, current England players taking a knee, to previous England players through no fault of their own, although that, of course, is my opinion, giving the Nazi salute in Germany in the 30s. I know what you're thinking, particularly perhaps if you come from a background that was persecuted by the Nazis. But a Conservative MP has compared England players in 2021 taking a knee to demonstrate their solidarity with anti-racist beliefs. That's all. I'm afraid now that they've told you why they're kneeling, you don't get to disagree. You can say I don't believe them if you want. That's fine. You can't prove it one way or the other. But if you don't believe them, then you should probably say so. You should probably accuse Harry Kane of being a secret communist. So nobody honest is under any illusions about why they're kneeling and why they're booing. So how on earth this man could draw a parallel with Nazi salutes is frankly beyond me. The problem I've got, as someone who can see through the confection of the culture war as if it were a recently washed window, I know why they're doing it, you know why they're doing it, but tragically we both know why it works. Quick, look, over there, statues, ignore the dying people, look at the statues, the yacht, the wedding. It's incredible. It's tragic to see it unfold. I don't know if you've seen the news about the yacht today. Turns out this government signed a World Trade Organization treaty a few months ago that would actually prevent them from ensuring that any new yacht that was built for trade had to be built in Britain. It would have to be put out to tender. They've already signed that contract, but as we know from the Northern Ireland Protocol, they'll probably blame it on the other people that signed it by tea time tomorrow. So all of that notwithstanding, there are moments where you wonder whether we've gone past a point that we never thought we'd go past. And if you look at American politics and the rise of really vile far-right ideology and white supremacism over there, and how it culminated on January the 6th, and how many people across the country, particularly in the Republican Party, are still in denial, still in just denial of reality. They're knee-deep in a puddle and they're denying that rain exists. I wonder whether that is a point of no return. A Conservative Member of Parliament compared taking a knee to protest against racism to doing a Nazi salute. Yeah, well, that's the question. Is that a point of no return for you? 0345 606 0973. If we have time, we may return to it tomorrow. If we don't, because I am really interested in this data collection story. But I'll find you his name as well. His name's Brendan. I've forgotten the second bit of his name. I'm not being coy. But you've got one saying he's going to boycott the whole of the Euros over it. We had a fella yesterday saying he supports them, but when he boos them, he knows that he's actually going to make them play worse, but he definitely supports them out of loyalty. And now so you can't mock people who ring into this programme and soil themselves, because the fella talking about the Nazi salute probably wouldn't have got on the show yesterday, on this show. It probably, if the producer had put a note on the screen saying he's comparing it to the Nazi salute, I'd be like, no. I don't. What do you think, Keith? We're not going to take that one, are we? It's all a little bit unnecessary, a little bit inflammatory, a little bit gross. So it would seem now that a Conservative Member of Parliament can state publicly something that we would consider to be too disgusting to actually put out on the radio? Is that a point of no return? We'll find out.